Alright, gonna be working on the old 1940s Servicar, Harley Davidson Servicar box here. And got all the edges on the top done, and I'm just gonna work on the top here. Got a big swale here. That's gonna be a little tough. And then a couple little dents all over the top. But then there are also a couple dents coming up, you know, like they must have closed the box on something. You know, they got a couple little humps. There's a little hump right here you guys can't see. I didn't even see it until I started feeling. So it's gonna be a little more grinding and a little fiberglass. I'm gonna put fiberglass here because it's a little bit of a warp, and that'll bring it up. I don't like to put the putty on too thick, but the fiberglass, you know, it'll also strengthen it. And it lasts a lot longer than the putty. Alright, so that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a little more grinding, a little more fiberglass, a little more putty. So let's get started. So these boxes here, I'm calling it the 1940s, but they had the same style. They had two different styles. One of them was from the early 30s to 1942, and then they changed it a little bit. And then they had this one from, I think it was 1942 to 1965 or 66. I think it was 66. And then in 1967, I think they stopped. They made a last one, but it was fiberglass, and it looked completely different. So I think that was the last year for the Servicar too. But I'm sure somebody will let me know. All right, let's get some work done. Alright, we ground down everywhere we needed it to, and I'm going to start in the middle here and just put some fiberglass, you know, because it's you know, it's maybe about down, maybe about a quarter inch or so, 3/16. Alright. I'm just going to fill in this, this little area here with fiberglass. It's about 3/16 sunken in from where to plug that hole up. Okay. Okay, that should do it. See, fiberglass is a lot stiffer and don't have to put as much putty. I don't like putting too much putty on, but that's only like 3/16, so we'll be okay. Alright, I'm gonna let that harden up. I'm gonna go have lunch. When I come back, I'll sand that, then we can put the putty down. Alright, excuse me. See you after lunch. Alright, we're back, and sanded down the fiberglass here, and it did its job. You know, this panel is almost perfect. Now we're going to throw some body filler on here and sand it straight. Alright, it's hot out here. It's about 85 degrees, so I'm going to mix up some Bondo and hope we can get some down. It's funny, the panel feels a little warm. Not too bad though, you know, but gotta do what you can do when it's this hot. Alright, I'll start around the other side here so I'm not in your way. Cut the spreader the same width of the panel here. Here didn't need that much work. Right here. Don't worry about these globs. We'll get them when it starts to harden. Here, I'm about to get in your way. Starting to light up, so once it gets like that, you can't use it. Alright, I'm gonna let that set up and I'll come back and clean it up with a razor blade. You guys won't see that. Alright, got the first coat sanded and have a few minor low spots here. I'll do this with my left hand. A couple little spots there. Right there. Do some holes. Sorry about the camera work here. I'm working by myself again. Alright, I'm going to give us a good going over and then fill in some spots, and it should be good. Alright, it's been about a week. Been a lot of hot weather. I'm working here under the shade tree. I guess you can call me a shade tree body man. But I got all the rough cut in and stuff like that. It's all sanded down, and I'm happy with it. So we're going to put glazing putty on it now, and then sand that. So let's do something. Alright, I don't know how well you guys are going to see because of the aperture on the camera, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to hurry because I think I got a hot mix here. Oh, you know what? Got the wrong putty disc. This one here I cut for specifically for the inside thing here. Alright, it's lighting up already. So, I didn't mix that much up. I don't know if you can see it, but it lights up fast in this kind of weather. Alright. I'm gonna put the rest on. We'll see when I get back. Alright, pulled you out from under the tree there so you can get a better look at this. I sanded these 3 panels here, so we're good up to here. I didn't sand these 2, and then this one here I still have to put the glazing putty on, and this one too, and this one too. So got almost half of the box done, half of the top done. So I'm gonna finish sanding this, and then we'll see how she looks. Alright, been about 2 weeks since I worked on this, because we've had straight 2 weeks of 95+ degree weather, and not only is it tough to work in that, but you know, your body putties and everything just don't work right. You know, they stiffen up right away. But anyway, it's a little windy out today. Today's a nice day. It's the first day in 2 weeks it's been below 90, so it's right now it's about 85. So, all right, the top is finished here. I don't know how much you can see, but it's as good as it's going to get, as perfect as it's going to get. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to straighten the back here. This back here has been pushed in. It's supposed to have like a little swale coming out, a little ducktail, and it's probably been hit a dozen times. And it even has a swale coming out the side, and you see it has a round edge here, and down here it's like pinched because it's been hit so much. I started working with that. Yeah, I forgot to start filming, but I pulled out this here. This here was the worst. This was pushed in. Same with over here. Matter of fact, it's still pushed in a little bit. I got to work on that. But it's really chowdered, and it's so bad that it's you know, pulling it out, it just rips the material because the material's been stretched so much. And I think what I'm going to do is put a cut up here. That'll help me straighten everything, and then that'll relieve all that stretch, and I can tighten it back up, shrink it up a little bit. You can see how this is a point. This is supposed to be round. That's a point. It's been hit in this way, and we don't know how many times. But sorry I didn't put you on earlier, but we just wanted to get going because the sun's creeping in on us. You see where my line is. I'm gonna run out of shade. So today we're not gonna do any putty work. We're just gonna concentrate on getting this area. Matter of fact, oh, sorry about the camera work. I'm working alone again. You can see right here, it's still in a little bit, so we're going to work on getting this perfect. We're as close as we can get, and then we'll turn these on and see how we did. All right. Hopefully we got enough time before it gets too hot here. All right. Yeah, I put two little relief cuts here. I put two of them only because I'm going to cut out this bad metal. There's no need to re-weld that crap. So, you know what? I think I might do it. I might even put a piece of 3/16 or a 1/4 inch 1x piece in the back there to reinforce this whole thing. But by putting them relief cuts in there and being able to pull this out, if you look on the side, when you pull this out, the side actually goes in. So that's what you gotta do sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna do the other side and see how that looks. Alright, I got that pulled out to where I like it. I actually put a little piece of 1 inch, 1/4 inch steel in there behind there and clamped it up. And I'll actually get rid of this middle piece here, and we'll just weld that in and tack it in all the way in here. So that came out nice, and that pulled the sides in. I had to move into the garage here because we're losing our shade. It's almost high noon, and I pulled this side. I think I gotta play with this one a little more, but it's pretty much here. Don't let this bother you. That's going to get cut out right there. But I thought I was going to have more trouble with this than I did, but it's looking good. And even this, if you look at it from this angle here into the light, you can see how nice that came out. So that'll look good with paint on it. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. It's probably getting about 25 minutes, 30 minutes or so, but when we come back, we'll start working on this. I'll weld that piece in, and we'll start finishing this box up. Alright, see you guys in the next one. There's our thumbnail.